Now with 100% more ducks. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm in the Void World because we're going to talk about stuff. Yep, Minecraft is all about stuff. You dig, you get stuff. You kill animals, you get stuff. You just get stuff. In fact, you make stuff by putting stuff together. And what do you do with all that stuff? You put it someplace. And you could put it in a chest like the one I have behind me, but you can't do that because that's my wife's chest. And you shouldn't even be looking at it because it's impolite to stare at a woman's chest, so stop looking. Instead, we're going to talk about the mod storage drawers. And you really shouldn't be looking at those because you shouldn't be staring at a woman's drawers either. But in these cases, it's okay. So let's go fly over here real quick, and here's a quick little setup I have for some drawers. This doesn't really have much organization in it. It's just random stuff I tossed in there. And let's take a look at some of these things. These are oak drawers, most of these. And if we take a look, here's the storage drawer items. There are drawers for all of the vanilla woods, and they hold 32 stacks per drawer of whatever you put in there. Some things stack like wood to 64, and other things stack to 16, like eggs and ender pearls. It's whatever those stacks are, 32 stacks of them. You can get drawers that have 2 slots, like in this one, and it holds 16 stacks per drawer, because there's 2 of them, still 32, or 4, and that's 8 per stack. So if we take a quick look over here, here's the doubles, and here are the 4s, and they will all hold equivalent stuff. But you can upgrade them, which is very nice. In fact, if we take a look at the upgrades, there's the iron, which multiplies it by 2, gold by 3, obsidian by 5, the diamond by 8, and then there's your emerald that's by 13. And if we take a quick look here, this run here, the Peridot or Peridot, however you want to pronounce it, ore, has 2,048 blocks of ore in there. That's the 32 stacks times 64. This one here is double the amount because if we shift right click with an empty hand, it has a single iron upgrade in it, and that multiplies the base by 2. This one here, 6,144, that's times 3. The obsidian, that is the time 5, and that's 10,240. The diamond, and it has a little weird glitch on this mod as far as I'm seeing right here. You can't really see the diamond on there, but that's okay. That's holding 16,384 because that's the times 8, and then your emerald, 26,624. And if we take a look at this one, all of them have just the single update. But you can do more. Like this one here, the nether quartz, I have 8,000 in it, and it's iron. This one's 4. Well, that's got 2 iron, and so it will multiply the base by 2. So that's why this is double the size of that one. And you can mix and match these as much as you want. That works out just fine. Other upgrades that work out really well, let's take a quick look here at the status and the double status and the void. So the status, you can sit there and toss it on something, and it shows that it is full. If we grab that one again and toss it on something that's not as full, it's completely empty. It's a binary, you're either got room or no room. But if you grab the one that's the upgrade, level 2 of the status, it will give you a little red marker that shows you how much is there. So you can see how much is in it, whereas this gives you not really much of a clue. And then the final one, here's the void. Let's go ahead and toss that on this boy. Bonk. You got the little void connection there. If, for some reason, I were to dump more of this ore into my system, because this is full and it has the void, it will just bit bucket anything that is extra, which is mighty nice for stuff like mob drops. Anyway, so that's a quick look at that. These are why I really love the storage drawers mod. These are the compacting drawers, and whatever you toss in here, if they can compact into different amounts, like iron, you can have iron blocks as well as the iron ingots and iron nuggets, all of them go into this same one. And the nice thing about this is it will hold whatever is the biggest amount in there. So you can get quite a lot. Benefits of this, if you need to grab something, like a recipe needs some nuggets, well, then you just right click and grab yourself a nugget. It's great. You just sit there and left click and put it back in. It's fantastic for grabbing. If I need a stack of nuggets, shift right click, or left click, yeah. And there's my stack of nuggets. Put it back in. Other stuff that's fantastic, if we go up here, here's my cobble. Regular cobble, single compressed, double compressed. Fantastic. Do the same thing with all items that compress. This is an excellent way of storing them. Other stuff. This little beastie right here, this is the drawer controller. And you could think of it as kind of the brains of this outfit, in which I can sit there and grab a bunch of things. So let's go ahead and grab some of these and some of those and a stack of those and a couple of these and some of those. And now I'm burdened. And you can see I've got this stuff in my inventory. If I just double click this guy, everything that I had in my inventory that could go into any of these drawers just got sorted. It just got taken care of. That's fantastic. This, however, only recognizes stuff that it's connected to, and there's not really a connection here in these corners, but the drawer controller has a way around that. Let's just go zip around here real quick and take a look. This little thing here is the controller slave, and that allows for the controller here to be able to kind of reach around the corner and access those. And so that works out really well. That's how you can bend this around the corner. So, very nice. You can access it all. But here's one other thing that makes this fantastic. ME connects to it very nicely. In fact, here's all these items here visible through that crafting terminal. And the connection on that is pretty dang simple. Let's zip down underneath here. There's the crafting terminal, and there's a storage bus that connects to the controller. That's it. This is just providing power. But that's it. One single storage bus connecting to the controller, and I can see everything. I can input and pull out. I can do everything I need with that one controller. That is fantastic. That, I think, is an excellent way of doing stuff. So that is what you can do with storage drawers. Pretty cool, huh? I think so. But can we go bigger? Yes, we can. And I've got a little chest right on my head. Let's go big. So how big is big? Well, that's how big. That single controller that you can see in the middle there is connecting to 12 other storage drawers on each direction and all the way off to the corner. So there's a diamond there, a diamond there, diamond there, diamond there. All of those and everything in between is being recognized by this single controller. Now over here in the corners, I have the Acacia Drawers, just kind of show off that they're red, and I've got ruby blocks in them. They are not being seen because they're too far. This is 12 away from the controller. And if we zip over here real quick to the back, I've got a really simple little system. I see 4 of these diamonds because there's 4 in the corners, and I don't see anything else. I don't see any of those rubies because they're too far. That's pretty huge. In fact, that is so huge. Let me give you some numbers. This is 25 by 25 minus 1, because you got to have the controller there. So that's 624 storage drawers. That's a lot. In fact, if you were to shove in a ton of stuff, you're looking at almost 20,000 stacks of stuff. That's a lot. That's quite a huge amount. I've never actually, in my Let's Play series, ever built anything this huge, but now I know I can. And they could be a mixture of the half the quarter drawers or the compacting drawers, but they would all be seen by that single interface there, that single controller, and one single storage bus, and ME will see it. That's fantastic. I think that's absolutely fantastic. But can we get bigger? Oh yeah, we can get even bigger. Let's go big. So that wall was pretty impressive, 624 drawers. That's a lot of drawers. But can we go bigger? Oh, yes we can. Okay, that looks pretty much exactly the same as we did the last time, right? But there's a difference. Oh yes, there's a big difference. There's my interface so I can access the stuff. This is a cube. This is a cube of drawers. This is not 25 by 25. This is 25 by 25 by 25 drawers. That's 15,625 drawers. Minus a few, because we're going to have to put the drawer controller in the center, and then we need access to it with the ME, so we have to lose 12. But that's okay. That's still 15,612 storage drawers. And I went ahead and did the same thing. I've got diamonds in the corners and rubies just outside that can't be seen. And that should give us 8 diamonds. And the survey says 8 diamonds. So this is accessing everything. That's a lot of drawers. Now, if you ever want to store this much stuff, okay, that's a lot of stuff, but you could go ahead and do that. You could store this. The problem, though, is you're not going to be able to access any of the drawers except on the outside for doing upgrades. So you would need to make sure that whatever upgrading you're going to do gets done first before you put it all together. That's a lot of drawers. Let's take a look and talk about a few other things here. Let's go look over there. Run. All right. Other things here. We have this key, the drawer key. There's 2 of them, but this one, the drawer key, you can right-click and lock the drawer. You can see that little tiny keyhole there that locks it. This will only now allow that item to go in there. So if I go ahead and left click and I pull out that ruby block, it still shows it there. And if you look at the top, it says the ruby block has 0 in it. I'll right click it and now it's got 1. This diamond without the key on it, if I grab it, it's now empty and anything else can go in here. This one can only have rubies. The other one, the concealment key, you can come up to something and say, I don't want to show what that is. You right click and now it is hidden, whatever visually is inside there, and just right click it again and turn that off. That is infinite uses. Other fun stuff, the packing tape. If you want to move one of these and you chop it with a pick, what ends up happening is anything in it breaks apart. But if you right click it with the packing tape and it does get used up, let's grab a pick here and punch that, and I just broke 2. Anything inside them will get lost, but this one, because I picked it up, will not. And let's go ahead and plop that back down, and there's my ruby that's still in it. The other one would have plummeted, except I have magnet turned on, so I can keep that here. So plop, there's my other one, and there's my ruby. Let's plop that back in. It's nice and done. So that is friggin' huge. And that's what the storage drawers can do for you. It can give you a friggin' huge amount of storage for wood. That's all storage drawers are. The upgrades, they're going to take iron and all the rest of the materials and a few other bits for the keys and whatnot. Controllers are a little bit more expensive, but it's pretty dang cheap to store all your stuff. What are you waiting for? Go store your stuff. This has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, talking about storage drawers. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.